I can't sleep, I can't eat, I can't drink anything without feeling pain. True pain.
Since men don't approach women anymore, I guess I should start going up to men. I live in a city, and literally anytime I'm walking anywhere, anytime I see a cute guy, it's always heads down, headphones in, he won't look at anyone.
Men are really making it easy for women to be okay to die alone. Like, literally. I was literally at the fucking gas station, and this man just kept staring at me. And I saw him, he was handsome, cute, put together, but he just kept staring.
Whatever happened to men going up to women? Whatever happened to it? We want that. Bring that back. Can we bring that back? Can we start a movement to just like approach the person that you think is cute?
I have a question. If men are no longer coming up to women, if men are no longer reaching out from friends of a friends to find a wife, how are we supposed to be getting married?
Don't approach women anymore. I guess I should start going up to men. I live in a city, and literally anytime I'm walking anywhere, anytime I see a cute guy, it's always heads down, headphones in, he won't look at anyone. Literally no one is approachable anymore. No one looks at each other. Everyone's heads down and no one's smiling or just seems happy. Literally no one's socializing. What am I supposed to do? Chase a guy down the street that does not want to be bothered and ask him if he is single? I feel like I give off the most approachable vibes. I'm always smiling, looking pleasant, not looking at my phone. I don't wear my headphones. Literally never once. I've never been approached. Fucking get this. I was talking to a guy I matched with on Cuffed. We were talking on the phone, had the fucking best conversation ever. Ghost me. He literally ghosted me. Just now, if you have like a really good phone call with a guy you matched with on a dating app like Raya, Cuffed, Tinder, or whatever, I guess you just ghost them immediately. It's funny though, like on the phone when we were talking, I asked him if he like ever approaches a girl at a bar or in the street, and he was like, no, God, no. So I guess maybe that was just a red flag. That men forget that they literally have the power in the situation, so that's why everyone's single.
Fellas, this isn't about men losing confidence, it's about men weighing the risk differently. Many have decided that approaching strangers just isn't worth the uncertainty anymore.
Men are really making it easy for women to be okay to die alone. Like, literally. I was literally at the fucking gas station, and this man just kept staring at me. And I saw him, he was handsome, cute, put together, but he just kept staring. And so he left the line, went outside and stood by his car. He pumped his gas. I came out. I was like, okay, maybe he's going to speak. I walked by his car because I had to walk by his car to get to my car. This man said, hey, yo, you got a name. Everybody has a fucking name. You mean to tell me you can't say, hey, I saw you standing there. I think you're beautiful. My name is so-and-so. What is yours? What happened to men being able to hold a fucking conversation or just approach you properly? Even if I did not want to give you my number, I still would have held a conversation and been polite about it. But when he said, hey, yo, you got a name? I said no.
Not every man is going to have a smooth line. High-value men know that genuine interest matters more than rehearsed pickup lines, but many have decided the risk of instant rejection just isn't worth it.
Days where men actually approached you in public and knew what the fuck to say. I feel like all the movies like The Wood, How to Be a Player, even that shit taught you how to fucking approach somebody. I mean, The Brothers, at least those movies taught y'all how to have fucking game. Men have lost game in 2026. The internet has ruined y'all game. Y'all don't even know how to approach a woman in public. I don't remember the last time I was approached in public by a man and he had a full sentence. Like, hi, my name is so-and-so. I saw you standing there. I think you're beautiful. What is your name? That is so simple. Why the fuck can't y'all?
It's interesting that women are noticing fewer approaches. Now men didn't suddenly forget how to speak. They become more selective about where they invest their confidence, and emotional energy.
To men going up to women. Whatever happened to it? We want that. Bring that back. Can we bring that back? Can we start a movement to just like approach the person that you think is cute? Because that's what's lacking nowadays. Okay, people are missing opportunities from left to right. You could have met your soulmate. Okay, that could have been your soulmate right there. But instead you're like, yeah, I'm good.
Genuinely, what happened to the art of courting a woman? Way back when, there was a time that people would literally like duel over a woman. Maybe this was just in the movies, but people would literally go to the girl's house with a speaker in hand, blaring, singing love songs. Even the art of sending a girl flowers has been lost. And now we've resorted to story likes And if you're lucky, maybe you'll get an actual reply. What happened?
Fellas, she's asking where the old school courting went, but a lot of men would ask what happened to the appreciation for it. Effort follows incentives, and many men don't feel that effort is rewarded the way it used to be.
Dude, I really don't know what it is, but whenever I make eye contact with men, I look at them and I'm like, ew. Like, I get disgusted. Like, why are you so ugly? Why are you looking at me? Why are you looking at me and then why are you so ugly? Or the other way around.
Ladies, before you ask the question of why don't men approach women anymore, why don't men take the initiative to approach, to go up and talk to women, ask them out on dates, it's because you have videos like this. And this ain't the only video that's out here in the internet like this. Like, you got plenty of other videos of women saying the same thing. Don't even look my way. Oh, ew, why are you even bothering to look my way? Why are you approaching me if you are ugly, if you are unattractive? Men see this kind of stuff, ladies. Okay, they see videos like this, so they're gonna assume, okay, yeah, a lot of women are like this, especially nowadays in 2024. With the rise of social media, shaming tactics. You know, look, listen, I have whole safety car videos for women, so I understand women's safety. I really do. I get it. And men are creeps. But at the same time, the truth is the truth. And the truth is that a lot of women make it bad for y'all.
I have a question. If men are no longer coming up to women, if men are no longer reaching out from friends of a friends to find a wife, how are we supposed to be getting married? What happened to the times where a man used to see you at the masjid and be like, yo, who is that sister? Let me go ask someone to ask someone to ask somebody if she's single, and if she is, let me talk to her mahram. Like, what happened to those days? What happens to them? What happened to them?
What is that about? What is that about? I have seen so many hot guys lately, and we make eyes, we exchange the look, we have the look, and then there's nothing else. I'm like, are you gonna come approach me? Hello? I don't want to be the one to approach you, okay? Because that's not my man's. My man's has, you know, the balls that he has, and he's not afraid to come up to me and say something, say hello.
I have found that women are now taking that approach, that more forefront approach, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Personally, I'm very pretty princess. You're gonna talk to me. I would never go up and talk to a man. No, we're not doing that. And it's like, you can't say rejection. Rejection happens in all aspects of your life. That shouldn't stop you from taking a chance. You never know. I could be the one for you. Just come and have a talk.
So if you're a man out there, you know, you guys have balls for a reason. Use them. And don't be afraid to approach women, because we don't want to do that.
She says rejection is part of life, and that's true, but if that's the case, that lesson applies to everyone, and it just men. Healthy relationships start when both people are willing to meet each other halfway, not when all the pressure is placed on one side trying.
In 2026 is getting blocked by someone who you thought you were getting along with really well. It's someone going to great lengths to pursue you, to then ghost you after you show interest. It's having to try and decipher between whether a guy actually wants to meet you or is just looking for a pen pal. It's having to listen to the same spiel about how poorly someone was treated in their past, only for them to decide that you're not good enough. It's having to have the same conversations about how much someone wants something traditional and genuine, only for them to try and sext you almost within the same breath.
This is exactly why many men have stopped chasing. After enough inconsistent experiences, some decide to protect their time and peace instead of constantly investing in people who may disappear tomorrow.
Expected to pursue someone whilst they show no interest. It's been told one thing and shown another. It's been expected to have no reaction to someone who's been extremely hot and then extremely cold. It's trying to make sense of contradiction after contradiction. It's been told how picky someone is and then watching their Snapchat score go up faster than a rocket into space. It is a waste of time, which almost 99% of the time ends in disappointment and a real kick
This isn't just about one bad date, it's about trust. Men are walking away because consistency has become rare, and after enough hot and cold experiences, protecting your peace starts looking like the smarter choice. Okay, this
is for the San Diego girls, and San Diego girls only. If you are a man and you live here in San Diego, just keep scrolling. What the fuck is going on? I feel like I'm living in the Twilight Zone, and let me explain why a little bit. Because every single guy that I have gone on like a date with or had a little bit of like romantic involvement with, like, you know, we're interested in each other, I swear to God, they all try to fuck immediately. And then when I don't want to come over for 2 hours, like, they'll be like, yeah, man, you know, totally want to see ya. Like, come over. It's like, mind you, it's like, let's say it's like 1 p.m. It's like, yeah, well, you know, I got to work at like 3, so just got to be out of here by then. So like, I get that if you were to meet me from like online, I could see where you would be like, okay, maybe she would fuck on the first date or like whatever.
Hey, Race, the other side of it, many men who actually want something serious have stopped approaching altogether, so the men who are still the most aggressive often end up being the most visible, which creates a frustrating cycle for everyone.
Like, portrays that. I don't. One night stands, sure, I'll be honest. Like, I've had 1 or 2, a couple. But either way, like, that was in my past. That's not who I am now. I'm trying to be a lot more intentional with my dating. So this is like what I'm having to tell these guys. But I'm not even kidding. It has been like 10 guys. And most of these people that I'm meeting are not from online. Like, they didn't find me from Hinge. They didn't find me, you know, we met like organically, and it's still happening. So I don't even want to hear it with like, oh, your Instagram gives it away. Cause like, you know, my friends try to tell me that sometimes, and I do agree. But still, yeah, I just have to know if anybody else is going through this, because either I am just like attracting like the completely wrong people who are just like in it for, you know, themselves, or there's got to be somebody else going through this, because this is crazy.
Serious men and casual men start moving in opposite directions. Many relationship-minded guys have stepped back from dating, leaving women to encounter the men who are only looking for something short-term.
Like, what the fuck you? Oh shit, he giving me a tripod, y'all. Like, what the fuck you came here for?
I mean, ain't that what y'all asked for? Ain't that what y'all wanted? Y'all wanted to decenter men. Y'all wanted men to leave y'all the fuck alone. Y'all wanted men to, you know, let y'all be out there and, you know, not have to worry about getting hit on and talked to and all. Funny how that works, right? It's almost as if the consequences of our actions, right? But to be fair, there was an article, a research study that came out from date psychology last year, I believe, or about last year, I think, that stated Gen Z men ages 18 to 25, about 45% of them have never approached a woman in real life. Now, when they flipped and asked the women of that same demographic, about 75% of them wanted men to actually approach them in real life. Now, they didn't specify the data set, so I don't know if they took it from like 1,000 people or whatnot to get that, you know, percentage or whatnot. They didn't say, at least the article that I read from it didn't say, because I wasn't going to pay to actually read it on date psychology. So either way, it's quite interesting, right? Because despite what motherfuckers say on the internet, women actually want men to fucking approach them, right? They actually want men to come talk to them, because that's the point of going outside, right? Socializing. Now, the article did state that a lot of men had issue with approaching, those demographic of men had issues approaching women because of social media, social anxiety, awkwardness, fear of rejection, and the fear of, you know, like, I guess you could tie it in with social media, but being like posted or, you know, plastered on someone's quote unquote story time, for trying to come and approach a woman.
If all men just disappeared, do you think the world would be better or worse? All men.
It'd be safer. Like
Do you
that.
actually think the world would be safer if all men disappeared? It would not be safer. It would be absolutely catastrophic.
I think maybe it wouldn't be safer in the terms like maybe a wolf might get me or something.
Well, I mean, how many women would freeze to death and starve to death?
Well, if I'm so how am I going to starve to death, Andrew?
Are you saying?
It might be 6 months for you.
Okay. He's gonna die. I'm gonna make it.
If
I'm
all
okay
men
with that.
were to disappear, the immediate catastrophe that would be.
How?
Okay, so 95% of
because all the
tanker drivers are
run by men.
90%
Tank?
tanker drivers.
Tanker, like in the war?
Tankers.
What's a tanker?
The thing that hauls the gasoline.
Water, sewage, electricity, gas, fuel, refinement, telecommunications, IT infrastructure, road maintenance, delivery drivers, police, fire rescue.
How about other things like fracking, electrical maintenance, nuclear engineering, like the list goes on.
Men rarely ask for applause for the jobs they do, but those jobs matter. The lesson isn't that one gender is more valuable than the other, it's that respect goes both ways, and neither men nor women are replaceable in a functioning society.
Men are the biggest fucking bitches, and I just want to know why. Why is it that every single guy I've given my number to, except for one, maybe two, since I started dating at the beginning of the summer, me going up to them, I swear to God, I just went to Chipotle after the gym, immediately make eye contact with this guy. He was very good looking. I could tell that he was interested in me, and I could tell he was looking at me for a long time. When I walked in, he was checking out, so he should have been leaving. I go in line. He circled the block and went to use the bathroom, and I could see him in the reflection of the Chipotle like thing. I could see him looking at me from behind. I also was wearing gym shorts, so he might have just been looking at my ass. Anyway, looking out, I walk right past him and start walking to my car. The second I get in my car, he gets up and leaves and goes to his car. And I have a Tesla, so I had all my cameras on and saw him walking behind my car, like staring at me. Just come up and fucking say something, bro. Like, such pussies. I just don't What are you guys worried about? Rejection? Do you need a tampon? Get the fuck over it. How
6 videos on this app where I've been trying to get women to kind of sympathize for why the new era of man is a little bit on the more nervous or less approachable side when it comes to talking to women. I'm the perfect guy to talk about this because I am quite a nervous individual when it comes to talking to complete strangers. So this video is kind of a perfect example because as you can see, this girl is quite angry and becomes very, toxic in my opinion when, this guy did not, approach her. He was probably just nervous. Goes on a whole entire rant at the end about, oh, do you need a tampon? What are you, a woman? Can you imagine you're just a nervous guy, you're introverted, you watch all of these videos on the internet of girls complaining about like, please don't talk to me, I don't want anyone talking to me, I'm at Chipotle, please leave me alone. So then you're nervous, you're sitting there, you're talking to yourself in your head like, oh my God, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go up to her, I'm sure it's gonna go fine, all right, let's wait for her to leave the line. And she walks by you because you couldn't react quick enough because you're so nervous, and then she goes to her car, and then you go to your car. God forbid, if you actually did go up to her, she probably would have been like super like angry and hostile, like, oh my God, you wanted me to come talk to you? Who do you think you are? Truth is, the reason why men right now are probably not approaching as much as you would think they would. There are 2 types of guys, in my opinion. There are guys who, of course, are just willing to go talk to everybody, and there are the guys who are willing to talk to everybody, but they just miss out on social cues. A lot of the times, the guys who do go up to girls are guys who don't pick up on social cues that much, and they really don't understand when they're bothering somebody. Guys who are just more nervous and actually like take into accountability, like, oh, she's got her headphones on, she's at the gym, she's getting her food, she's probably in a rush. Those guys overthink everything, okay? And they feel like they're just bothering you and they don't want to approach you. And it doesn't help, like I said, that if you go on this app, there's like billions of videos of girls talking about how they really don't want to be approached. And this girl's implying that you're essentially a woman if you actually like are listening to the advice that you see from other women. The guy is honestly, I think, the boat that I fall into where it's just not really something that you like make a priority. Like, I guess if it comes up, like you're more than willing to talk to them, but like to go out there chasing and talking to strangers, it just,